Okay, hi guys, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, welcome. So yeah, this is a new setup. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll check out the vibe of the feng shui. And I may change it depending. But yeah, just in general, I guess some of you guys may be going through some transitions or changes, or that may be upcoming, or just moving things around. It could be physically, or maybe some changes internally as well. But anyways, okay, so this is just gonna be a general reading. Just gonna tap in and pull some cards. So only take what resonates, okay? If it doesn't apply, just let it ride. Trigger warning in advance. I'm a light being who works in the shadow realm, so a lot of low vibration energy comes up in my readings. So just protect yourself as necessary. Okay, so I'll start with the Afro Brazilian tarot deck and just see what comes out. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe and staying healthy. Also, hopefully the volume is okay. I'll try to speak up a little bit more, but for me it sounds it sounds like I'm shouting, so yeah. Let's read any messages, please and thank you. Also, the lighting may not be too bright, but hopefully it'll still, still come across like somewhat somewhat visible. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and I'll try to, maneuver it as best as I can. That's the first card coming out. There you go. So that came out reversed. Okay. Eight of Wands in reverse. Interesting, lots of reversals. Or Eight of Sticks. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords coming out as the first card, actually, and it being in reverse, there is like lots of maybe confusion, or a lack of clarity, some sort of mistruths, or some sort of something that was spoken, something with swords is in mind. So maybe there's a lack of mental clarity, maybe for you or someone else. It could be you or someone in your energy, or someone that you know, however it resonates. But they may be either they themselves are dealing with mental confusion, and that can be for any reason. I'm getting with the swords though, it's like some sort of misinformation. Now they may feel like they received some sort of false information, or yeah, they received it, or they just haven't been able to uncover some sort of truth, and there's a lack of clarity. I was going to say the cloudiness. Some of you guys where you may be in, it may be cloudy, that may be an identifier, or like an indicator of maybe some sort of storm warning, and that could be in the literal sense, in the 3D, or a storm warning meaning like energetically. Some of you guys maybe feel like you're going through a difficult time due to a lack of clarity, or you're just feeling very stormy in the mind. And also I'm being drawn to this handle on the sword. So some of you guys may feel like you don't have a handle on a situation. Sorry, I'm trying to like right here. So yeah, it could be you or someone else. They may feel like they've lost control of a situation, and lots of if it was an energy that was maybe trying to manipulate or control a situation with lies, or with misinformation, they may feel like it has gotten out of control, and they're no longer able to maintain it. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, Eight of Wands upright is fast moving energy. That could be communication, or even travel or something. Within reverse, there's like a blockage, so an energy may feel like they're unable to communicate about whatever it is that they're going through mentally, or they're unable to communicate about some sort of truth that was manipulated, or some sort of truth that was covered or clouded over, maybe some sort of illusion or something, and they may feel this way because again, there's like a external blockage that's keeping them from speaking it, or they may feel like if a mistruth has already been spoken, then it's too late to change the energy, or yeah, shift the energy in some way with the Eight of Wands in reverse to speak a truth, which is why the Ace of Swords is in reverse. Or again, they just no longer have a handle on it. It could be if it involves other energies aside from themselves. They may feel confined, or like I'm also getting caught with this I call it a TP, but I don't know if that's what you actually call it. Okay, within reverse, it's getting kind of like closing in. So this energy may feel confined in some way, and again, that could be literally. They may be physically unable to travel or move distances, or they just they may feel like they're in the energy that they may feel like their own energy is unable to change, unable to shift, unable to move. And again, it could just be due to too much confusion, or just it's like a desire to want to change the energy, maybe speak some sort of truth, but because it was maybe I don't know what it is. It's just too many illusions, too much misinformation was put out there, and it's been cemented into the ground with this knife here. It's just been staked in, and it's in too deep. I don't know. Anyway, so energy may feel that way. They may feel like they're, sorry if you guys can, my cat is like playing. They may also feel like, they're trying to maybe seek some sort of higher guidance, or assistance from the higher realms, or from deity, or the Most High, or a higher source, or even their higher self, whatever or whoever they believe in. But again, they just feel like it's not going through. They actually may feel like, they may want to communicate with the Eight of Wands, but it's in reverse, because they may feel like it's not going to be received or believed with the Ace of Swords in reverse, especially if they have been known, or maybe previous action or previous thought patterns. Previous thought patterns, they told mistruths often, or even one time can be enough, but however it resonates. But my point is, they may feel like if they were to try to speak a truth, it still wouldn't it wouldn't go anywhere with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Why is that? Oh my gosh, he chooses now to like to play. Okay, so this is Queen of Wands in reverse, I believe, but I'll just double check. Here, let me move the card so you guys can see. This is the little crown. The crown without the spikes is is usually how I indicate it's a queen instead of a king. Can you guys see that? Yeah. So Queen of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, or Sag, you or they may have that in their chart. It doesn't have to be a feminine. It could be masculine. If it's a male identifying energy, that could just mean that their feminine energy is distorted, and vice versa. With it in reverse, Queen of Wands, usually I can read it as an energy who... Queen of Wands upright is usually seen as charismatic, outgoing, maybe a little sensual versus sexual. I would say sensual is maybe given the vibes and the aura of I don't know how to describe it, so I'm just gonna say like a seduction, a classy seduction. Okay. But with it in reverse, it leans more toward fully sexual, meaning maybe promiscuity or something like that. So I would say the latter, what I just said, is more likely this energy, because they're in reverse. This energy also with the blue dress here, they because it's in reverse, they use their throat chakra in a negative way, again speaking mistruths. I would say it's clarifying the Ace of Swords in reverse. This energy may I don't know, I almost want to say a silver tongue or something like that, or they just maybe or like I just heard a honey trap as well. I don't know, I think that's like an espionage term. This energy that may be relevant for this energy, or maybe energies that they work with or consult with. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, this energy they use their words maybe to lure energies in, and then and whatever it is that they're saying, obviously there's either it's either untrue, or if there is truth to it, it's like the intention behind it is it's like ulterior motives, I think is what they call it. So that would be this energy, and then again is to with the wands is about passion, and not just sexual. I mean, although that could be the reason why, or that could be like a method they use in order to attract or to lure in their targets, if that's the case. Or it could just be, they go after whatever it is. It doesn't have to be sexual, but whatever it is that they desire, I guess in the 3D, or what they want to obtain or what they want to accomplish. Again, it's underneath false pretenses or false methods. So it could be the Queen of Wands energy in reverse, that is feeling what we talked about earlier, feeling blocked or trapped, or they're unable to shift their own energy. Maybe they're wanting to balance themselves out in some way, or they are unable to. They may feel like they are no longer able to shift and manipulate external energies. At least based off of that one method, which is the throat chakra, with the Ace of Swords in reverse in this blue dress. Okay, let's see. So this is 12 as the overall energy. So some of you guys may be seeing 222 or 111. So 111 would be like a sign of I feel is a sign of alignment. Yeah. And 222 maybe some sort of either unity or balance. Sorry, I didn't show it to you. Yeah, 12. And then also 12 breaks down to a 3. So 333, I symbolize it as a sign that you're a spirit team, or the divine, or whoever it is that you work with or they work with in the spirit realm, is saying that they're nearby, particularly at this moment. Always I would say. Okay. But particularly when you're seeing it, they may be trying to get your or their attention, or they're sending it to you or them as a sign of comfort. I don't know why. It could be they know that the energy is needing clarity or assistance in some way. Or again, they want to tell them something. Anyways, that was that was a long thing. So let me clarify what the 12 is. Also, I was gonna say with 333, also signify it as a collaboration. Sorry, White Sox is like super distracting me. Also see it as like a collaboration. So if some of you guys yeah, you may be working with other energies as well. Okay, let me clarify this. 12. Right? Yeah. 12. It's the Hangman. So we have Pisces energy that may resonate. Some of you guys may have that in your chart as well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah. Hangman. Okay, as the overall energy. Wow. Okay, so with it as the overall energy, I think that's actually really good. Okay, in my opinion, the Hangman is it can signify a couple of things. I usually first and foremost related to enlightenment, some sort of soul evolution, or becoming aware of something, and that could be anything. That could be aware of a situation, aware of learning something new about oneself, learning, depending on the surrounding cards, it could relate to learning a lesson, learning more about the world, learning about the divine or something like that. But then also the Hangman can sometimes represent like stagnation, or maybe some sort of sacrifice. When I say sacrifice, I don't mean literally, okay, at all. It's more of like a sacrifice of something in the 3D, or something that energy usually has an attachment to, that they need to release in order to evolve, in order to move forward, or in order to make room for something else. So with this being in the overall energy, some of you guys, if you are going through either or, I would say either some sort of ascension, and some sort of level up in enlightenment or something like that, or even again, you're being called to maybe sacrifice something for your own or their own betterment. I would say with the green here, maybe get grounded, so that way whatever changes that you or they may be feeling, most likely energetically, oftentimes if it happens in the spiritual, it can trickle down into, and it'll show as signs of it'll show symptoms and signs in the 3D. So I'm not a doctor, okay? But if that's the case, you know, you may be called to get grounded, as in like spend time in nature, or slow down. With earth energy, it's a little bit more slower and sturdier. And take your time, or they're being called to take their time through this process. And again, that's the process of, I'm also getting healing, the process of healing, the process of evolving, or the process of learning how to let go and sacrifice whatever it is that's needing to be sacrificed. And then also with the two different greens, one I'm signifying as grounding, and the other one I'm signifying as the heart chakra. Also, I recently learned, I'm reading I'm reading a book on crystals, and I recently saw it had this diagram. There's two different heart chakras. I think one is called it's the general heart chakra, which we all are familiar with, and then I mentioned the second one, which is I think they called it the heart seed chakra. So if that resonates, or if anyone's curious, okay, that you or they may be called to look into that as well. Just because, again, I'm getting two different color greens, and that just came to mind. Yeah. So that just it could be for you, or for another energy that's just being called to go into to either heal that, balance it out, either even activate it, or something like that. And that could be for the Queen of Wands in reverse. I would say yes, especially for the Queen of Wands in reverse. But then also just energies in general. Okay. Okay, let's clarify. I'm going to clarify with the horror deck. I always call it the haunted deck, but it's actually called the horror deck. I feel like they're synonymous, so it's okay. Okay, sorry. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords, cheese, and the King. Okay. Also, side note, the front of the cover of the horror deck guidebook is the Three of Swords. So just so you guys can see. So you know, it doesn't have to be. I'm just drawing or throwing it out there as like a possible identifier. Some of you guys saw, and it doesn't have to be the Queen of Wands in reverse. It could be any energy, or just like for energies in general, general heartbreak. I feel that's something that everyone has experienced or will experience, just because I feel like it's a pretty generic lesson for humans. Okay. So energies may be actually, as a collective, you know, we may be learning and becoming more enlightened on how to heal with it, how to deal with it. And if it's not us going through it, is how to heal and deal with it for other energies that are in our energy, you know, helping them through it as well. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ace of Swords over. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay. The Devil in reverse. Interesting. Okay, I'll just set this down so you guys can see. I don't know. The writing on these cards particularly small, so I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but okay. Do I need it to focus? Okay, well, maybe you can see the number. Anyway. Okay, devil in reverse. So Capricorn energy that may resonate. Again, it doesn't have to be. It could just be energies that have that in their chart somewhere. Or Capricorn meaning Saturn, learning lessons, and I feel it relates to the Hangman. It's basically about the soul evolving and ascending. Given, but I feel it only works, or it's only maybe seen as best as a success when the soul actually maybe takes time to reflect and internalize, maybe, or internalize and also integrate. That's the word. What it is that they've gone through, and oftentimes I feel it is harsher, more denser energies, which would be heartbreak, betrayal, loss, stuff like that. And so it could be a Queen of Wands in reverse energy or other energies. Just again, I feel it's a collective thing. Everyone has a story to tell, I feel. And for those that don't, they're just either highly blessed, or they have not yet reached that time yet. And that's not me projecting. It's just again, I feel it's just like basic core courses. You know how you have to have Math 101, English 101, History 101, okay, in order to go through school. I feel those are, that's also the same with humanity as well. But anyway, okay. So with the devil in reverse, it could be the Queen of Wands in reverse, or other energies that are wanting to sacrifice and release with the devil, which I feel is very positive energy. They are wanting to, in the devil can represent just a strong, supernatural almost attachment to something or someone. And so this energy may be wanting to release that. It could also represent overindulgence or addictions or something like that. And then it could also represent like an actual entity, meaning darker forces are involved as well. I would say with the Queen of Wands in reverse next to the devil, if it's not currently and they're trying to release it, I would say before there was an imbalance, maybe with the sacral, and maybe there's like lust, or with that web. Earlier I said honey trap, or something like that, meaning luring their prey in with a web of lies, I feel, with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this energy may be coming enlightened into their own maybe thought pattern or even behavioral pattern. With the devil here, I would say it stems back from some sort of either karmic wound or soul wound. I feel when we as souls go through something particularly traumatic, and again, time is not taken to heal, process, and stitch back together, integrate, learn, and evolve past it. I feel it leaves in like a hole in the soul, which allows entities and low vibrational forces to attach, manipulate, and take advantage of the soul, the wounded soul, and also of the vessel. So that may have occurred. It doesn't have to be, but that would just be my guess. So this energy maybe wanting to sacrifice maybe some sort of old patterns or behaviors or wounds or something like that. Or they're just becoming enlightened to it, or their spirit team, their ancestors, the Most High, I feel is asking them or guiding them to release it with the devil in reverse, in the Hangman. I feel previously, if it's not currently, the whatever over attachment it is, it could be to again just I feel it's a behavior pattern or a thought pattern, and it can go back. It could be their bloodline, but I'm getting more just like the soul itself. Excuse me, like past lives. They've just repeated a certain lifestyle or a way of being or a way of thinking, and it's because they just haven't taken time to understand themselves and understand whatever it is that's related to the core lesson with the Hangman and the devil. And I feel it's been blocking with the Eight of Wands in reverse their soul's growth with the Hangman. This is why I feel Spirit is asking them, or yeah, asking them to become grounded. And then also, again, something to do with the heart chakra, maybe heal. It could be heal trauma. It could be heal, or it could be like forgiveness of oneself and forgiveness of others. And then like, yeah, and then that will help also release the attachment to the person, place, or thing that's keeping them trapped and stuck. And it'll also help release like a false foundation in their mind, or a false pattern that they feel that they have to abide by, or that they're just comfortable in or used to, which will provide clarity, I feel. And that will also assist with the hangman. That will also assist with the evolution and moving forward. And then this energy will no longer feel trapped. They will feel like their energy can move and shift. Also, I'm being drawn to this red flag. I don't know why. I feel this energy is being called to pay attention to red flags. I don't know in relation to what. Yeah. Or if it's not this energy, it could be energies that are external to the Queen of Wands in reverse. They may see this energy as a red flag, and or it could be the Queen of Wands in reverse that feels like external energies see them as a red flag, which is why they feel the need to lie and manipulate. And maybe this is also being asked to be released. Because even if there are red flags can turn green, okay? Okay. Yeah, I feel this energy is just needing to I want to say there's like a lack of belief that things can change or get better, I feel. And so I feel that that spirit is saying that's not the case. That's not true, you know. It just seems that way because again, there's been a wall as far as like a certain evolution. But I feel with this reading coming out, I feel spirit is saying now's the time, not just for the Queen of Wands in reverse, but if it resonates or relates to anyone, now's the time. This is the chance to shift the energy. So you or they no longer, we as people can no longer feel stuck. And it doesn't have to be sexual or promiscuity or anything. It could be any sort of attachment mentality, mindset, or pattern. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Five of Swords upright. Interesting. Okay. So Five of Swords upright is like I read it as like jealousy or coveting. It could even, depending on the surrounding cards next to the devil, I would say extreme hatred or extreme envy, and trying to win at all costs. I feel with the Queen of Wands, this just maybe highlighting aspects of the Queen of Wands in reverse. Again, that's needing to be sacrificed, needing to be evolved from, needing to be let go with the devil in reverse. I could also, devil in the Five of Swords, I can read that as going back to the dark forces. It could even be, I am getting... I hesitate to say this because there's like I feel this like negative connotations, which I understand, but like name calling, that's what I feel. I don't want anyone to feel like I'm name calling. But the devil in the Five of Swords in the Queen of Wands in reverse, that would be the common entity most people are aware of is Jezebel, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I guess the male version, I'm not sure, would be Ahab, I think. I don't know. I'm still learning. But these entities have been around since, I would even say, the beginning of time. I don't know. And so this in that if there is an entity attachment, I feel that would be the one or something similar to it. And Jezebel energies they specialize in manipulation with the tongue, lies and illusions, and they specialize in lust, in seduction, in promiscuity, seduction in a imbalanced, darker way. Because I feel seduction in itself is not, it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. If it's used in a balanced and light way, if it's with a, I don't know, okay, if it's with an energy that two energies that have a mutual agreement, a bond and trust, okay, date night, okay, I don't know, go ahead and turn on the wine and okay, whatever, okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Anyway, I said turn on the wine, bring out the wine, okay. Anyway, sorry. The Queen of Wands in reverse, the Jezebel energy, they again, going back to those traumas and stuff like that, if that's the case, it would attach to that. And then also, I would say with the Jezebel energies, they also have a hard time acknowledging or I guess accepting the light of others. And by the light, I mean it could be the success of another, the beauty of another, any achievement or victory or elevation, even any form that they feel like another energy is better than them. I feel with the devil, it grows out of control. It exacerbates, basically makes it worse. And by making it worse, I feel, meaning with the Queen of Wands in reverse, even though they may come off as overly confident in darker seduction, deep down with these, I don't know if you guys can see this, gold towels within reverse, they actually are very insecure. They lack true inner self-confidence. And again, that's not to, I'm just explaining like how when we when our chakras are imbalanced, or when we have certain wounds that we ignore or pretend like don't exist and put a band-aid over it, or when we try to overcompensate, however it resonates, the spirit realm always sees the truth. Entities like this always sees the truth, even if we ourselves deny it with the Ace of Swords in reverse. So I just say that to say this energy, for whatever reason, they may have had, or they currently have, an imbalanced solar plexus, and so that causes them to feel a lack of self-worth, even if there's no justification for it. They may not need to feel that way, but we feel how we feel, and so the entity, I feel, took advantage of that, or takes advantage of that as well. And this creates even more jealousy and envy of external energies. And I feel the entity keeps this energy, or energies like this, blocked with the Eight of Wands in reverse from evolving and ascending past this level, past this way of thinking, past this lack of healing or transformation. Keeps them blocked off from any energy, healing energy, their own or from another, because there's too much envy. And there's a lack of, if I or we envy another energy, we're not going to want to learn from them or listen. And that could be any energy or anything, person, place, or thing, And so yeah, I feel that's also been keeping. That's why they feel blocked and trapped and I want to say cloistered. I don't know. And then also it keeps them in some sort of illusion with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And so, yeah, I feel all of this is being asked to be reviewed, so that way the soul can graduate beyond this. Yeah. Justice, Libra energy, that may resonate. So justice would be balancing out the scales. This is a major, actually, yeah, there's a couple majors. There's the okay. that flipped out. What is this? The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. I'm not sure. So this energy actually may want to communicate very badly, okay, with the Knight of Swords in reverse. They may be a little irrational, or they may feel that way, or that's how it comes across with that red flag, maybe, whenever they do speak. I'm not sure. Or it could just be they feel so backed up, backed up meaning I've been, or they've, like, I'm saying this as an example, I've been wanting to say this for a long time, and then it just comes out, it comes across as Knight of Swords in reverse. I don't know. Anyway, so I was saying there are three majors. So Hangman and Justice and the Devil. Again, going back to, this is a checkpoint I feel for, again, if it resonates for multiple energies, not just the Queen of Wands in reverse. It's a checkpoint for the soul, for as a collective, to heal from and learn from. Yeah. And then obviously, like, once there are, not to say that we evolve, at least I don't feel, we evolve for rewards. Okay, I feel they're nice. Okay, I'm definitely not gonna say no. But I just say that as I just say that as encouragement. Because it's not easy, going through, lessons and having to repeat, especially if it takes lifetimes. Okay, ask me how I know. Okay, but I feel the reward in evolving and ascending is a reward in of itself, I feel, because again, the reward is you don't have to keep taking a class over and over. Okay, but then also there's, I feel the Most High and your spirit team and your ancestors, whoever you may believe in or work with, they also I feel give boons and rewards and things like that. So if an energy ever feels tired, exhausted, and I'm speaking on a soul level, because I've also experienced that as well, that can be a reminder. And I feel with Justice at the bottom, the Most High in spirit is saying, as long as an energy is, as long as we are trying, doing our best to stay balanced karmically, and always following, like, the main core guidance of, I don't know what to call it, guidance rules, which is like, release what no longer serves you, do unto you what you would have done, or do unto others what you would want done unto you. You put out what you receive. I feel like that's basic universal knowledge. So I feel as long as energies are doing their best to follow that, I feel the divine, the Most High, is saying justice will always be brought back into your favor eventually. And the scales will eventually always balance themselves out. I'm also getting, I can read the Queen of Wands in reverse with the Five of Swords and Justice. They may have felt like, if they spoke any mistruths or created some sort of fabrication or constructed an illusion, it was maybe to block communication or stop staunch the energy flow of an external energy, if that's the case, out of, unhealed wounds, an imbalanced solar plexus, and envy and jealousy. They may have felt like they were justified in this for whatever reason. They may have done this with the Devil in reverse because they felt like external energies were detaching from them. If I'm going back to that Jezebel entity that I'm speaking of, obviously the entity itself likes to have lots of prey in their web. They may have felt like too many energies, too much of their prey were escaping the web, becoming enlightened, untangling themselves, detaching from toxicity and low vibrational energy. And they may have felt like those external energies were gaining justice, and they disagreed with it, wanted to win at all costs with the Five of Swords. I'm not sure what they did. Well, aside from the mistruths and the illusions. Actually, that's a lot. Okay. One illusion itself, I feel, can do great damage. But And nonetheless, with justice here, again, it will always balance out for all energies, and so I feel Spirit and the Divine is saying for the Queen of Wands in reverse, particularly if they want to obtain their own sense of justice in some way, then they're being called to. And if they want to evolve past this level, past this way of thinking, or past this even energy state, and and again obtain justice in some way, they're needing to cleanse, maybe heal and release, and definitely release the Five of Swords. And I feel that will open up the channel ways with Eight of Wands in reverse. And also step into authenticity. Obviously, release lies, manipulation, and illusions, and things like that. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify the Eight of Wands in reverse. I'm just going to move these up a little bit. This is Eight of Wands in reverse. Peace and thank you. Okay. Two of Wands upright. Okay. So this energy, I'm not sure if they are. At first, I thought the Queen of Wands in reverse was they were currently becoming enlightened. Maybe they still will. Actually, I'm gonna look at this as a glass half full. But I was gonna say at first I thought they were actually becoming enlightened and releasing toxicity and low vibrational energy, but with the Two of Wands and then this depiction and then the Eight of Wands in reverse, I feel like they're planning and plotting. Okay. So I don't know, maybe again it doesn't, even if that's the case, an energy can always shift, and maybe they'll see this, or you will see this and have an epiphany actually with the Hangman. So I'm not going to speak too soon, but anyways, I see it here, so I'm going to speak on it. This energy actually may be still planning to win at all costs in some way. I'm being drawn to these three daggers that are pointed down, carried by this bird. This energy may be wanting to cause heartbreak in some way. I don't know. That could be cause heartbreak to another, or they could be in this energy due to their own heartbreak in some way. Even though we don't see the Three of Swords, oftentimes that may mean that it's hidden, the pain that they feel. It's hidden, which is why it hasn't come out, or that it may not be the case. I'm just saying, but I do feel there is some sort of pain. And when I say heartbreak, it doesn't always have to mean romantic. Although I feel that's often the most common. But we can feel heartbreak in many forms. And with many different types of energies. So whatever the case may be, this energy may be in some sort of emotional pain. Or mental pain, actually, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, some sort, and it's affecting them, which is why they're acting maybe out of low vibrational energy, and wanting to concoct, I feel, some sort of plan. That plan could be in order, again, with Eight of Wands in reverse, is clarifying to block some sort of communication, or block some sort of shift in the energy. Maybe they feel like other energies, or a particular energy, I'm not sure, they're becoming too aware, too enlightened about something, and I don't know what that could pertain to anything. And so they're wanting to block that energy, and keep them from learning and growing. They may want to keep them from detaching and evolving past the devil energy. They may want to keep them and block them from learning lessons. And they may want to do this by again speaking lies and telling mistruths and creating illusions and fabrication. They could also again, if they're still in this energy, maybe using seductive methods, or dark seductive methods, or method. I feel like I'm talking weird. Are we in a retrograde? something like that. Or again, with the blue, I'm being drawn to the dress again. It's just major throat chakra imbalance. They also may be divining as well. With the two wands in this crystal ball, they may be trying to see into an external energy or multiple energies. I'm not sure, again, who it pertains to or what it's about, but they may be trying to look into, to gather more information in order to manipulate it, shift it, and block it in some way. This energy, they themselves may appear as part of an illusion with the Ace of Swords in reverse. They may appear to be enlightened or high vibrational, evolved and ascended, and they may appear to be very balanced with the Devil in reverse. Not attached, or they may appear, not attached to anything too much, any person, place, or thing. I feel they keep that fabricated, this web, this illusion. They fabricate it in order to carry out plans and keep energies blocked and stagnated. So with the Hangman and the Eight of Wands in reverse, I can read that as heavy stagnation. But on the other side, if this energy is wanting to evolve and ascend and release, then that could, I feel Spirit is saying there are two. Sorry, I keep hitting keep hitting the window still. I feel Spirit is saying there are two options here, and this energy, this energy can choose to remain in low vibrational energy and have the intentions of what I just spoke about, or they could choose a different path, a more enlightened, ascendant path, a path that releases low vibrational energy, toxicity, and then also turn the Ace of Swords around, speak truth. The energy will shift and move. Obviously, release the Five of Swords as well. There's no need to try to step on other energies' toes or sabotage and be cutthroat or something like that. When we all have our own paths, we all have our own journeys. And so I feel this energy at this time or coming up will be asked to which path will they take, which will determine whether they will spend another lifetime, I want to say, repeating the same lessons, or evolving and ascending beyond it. Okay. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So Four of Pentacles upright can represent like conserving energy. Pentacles, you can read it as something in the 3D, materialism, money, finances, some sort of object or stability, and then I can also read Pentacles as energy. But within reverse, there's like a leakage. This energy may feel like they're unable to hold on to their own energy. Maybe they feel depleted in some way with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is why they feel like there's no movement. For speaking physically, this energy may actually feel ill, or their vessel, something about their vessel as well. With the Devil in reverse. Okay, if this energy, if it resonates, some of you guys, or it could be a particular energy, if it resonates, but there may be detox, or I forget the word, but when you are attached to something, it could be actually anything, person, place, or thing, because the body can physically show symptoms even if there's an addiction to another. It doesn't always have to be a substance. It could be anything that the energy that the body is used to, or that the energy is used to, and if it's no longer access, and it's being released and removed with the Hangman and the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it may show up as signs and symptoms of an actual physical detox, as if you or they were on a particular substance. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyways. You or another energy may be going through some sort of detox as well. But yeah, there's some sort of physical depletion that this energy may be going through, which is Eight of Wands in reverse, and Four of Pentacles in reverse. They feel like they're unable to accomplish anything. Also, Five of Swords and Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's and Two of Wands. Even though the Devil can kind of, but I was gonna say, and then also the Queen of Wands in reverse. A lot of times, people can see the Queen of Wands as like a practitioner, dark practitioner, or yeah. So if that is the case with the Devil and the Queen of Wands in reverse, if there was participation or dabbling into low vibrational practices or forces, the entity is siphoning, I feel, from this energy or from this vessel with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And siphoning not only their energy, their physical movement, but their energetic movement as well. Meaning they just... I mean, I don't know how to describe it very well. It would be more of like just like a fatigue or a tiredness and unable to accomplish anything in the 3D, and then also like energetically and spirit. Did I say this? Yeah, energetically or spiritually speaking, it would be like a sense of manifestations or something like that, unable to come into fruition, because the energy is unable to hold on to their own energy long enough to create or plan something with the Two of Wands. And I feel that would be the result of any either dark divination, maybe some lines were crossed with the Five of Swords, lines meaning boundaries, spiritual law and rules were broken, maybe trying to bend energies, free will, that would be one, or trying to break into another energy's Akashic records, that would be another one. I'm just giving examples, I'm not sure, but it could be, making pacts with the Devil as well, and not, I don't mean like the literal devil, although I don't know. I don't know, okay, but meaning making pacts with low vibrational entities, and crossroads and stuff like that. It just depends. But yeah, so when let's say if for whatever reason the contract is not carried out, maybe you can promise an entity or something, and if it's not able to be achieved or received, that entity will take from the initiator as opposed to the target, if that makes sense. And I feel with the Ace of Swords in reverse, oftentimes that's hidden. Entities aren't going to say, yeah, if this falls through, I'm going to take your soul, or if this falls through, I'm going to devour you. Sometimes they do, but I feel oftentimes they paint really good illusions with the Devil and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Anyway, I'm just giving examples on if we are speaking about an entity in the Queen of Wands in reverse, and that could be also what's happening. Yeah. And in that case, I would say the Hangman would represent a literal sacrifice, but only in that case. Okay, let's see. Also, if it's not that deep, okay, I feel like I just went off deep. Okay, if it's not that deep, meaning it's not like about spiritual pacts and the devil and demons and stuff. It could just be like 3D speaking. It could be the Queen of Wands in reverse. They're maybe trying to make plans due to Pentacles, meaning maybe finances or stability or something. They just may feel like they're unable to hold on or budget or save or something like that because they can't travel. I'm getting with the Eight of Wands in reverse, or yeah, if they have to go to a job or something like that, they just may be trying to make plans as well. For that, let's see, Nine of Swords upright. Oh, so this energy may actually be very stressed and worried. Maybe sleepless nights and lots of anxiety, I feel. I'm not sure. It could be, again, if it's pertaining to literal things in the 3D, unable to travel, go from point A to point B, unable to maintain some sort of stability, hold something, budget, or save. They may feel like they're just unable to plan anything, and that could be planned for the future, years from now, or make plans for the tomorrow, the next day. And that could be due to just like a lack of mental clarity, lots of confusion and fog, I feel, with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And then going back to if it's more of a spiritual thing, I feel they are worried about whatever it is that they planned with the devil energy. due to them being in the Five of Swords. I feel they may have made pacts and plans with the Two of Wands and the Devil, which they no longer want to be a part of, or they no longer want that contract to be binding with the Devil in reverse. Again, they may have become enlightened into what it is that they actually agreed to or signed up for, which keeps them worried or stressed out about it. Or yeah. Okay. But I feel with the sorry, the energy just got really, really somber. Okay. So I feel whatever it is, it may weigh heavy on this energy or multiple energies. I'm not sure. Um, yeah. I was also reading Nine of Swords upright, and then Ace of Wands, or sorry, not Ace of Wands. I don't know why I said Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. Right. This energy actually may be wanting a new beginning. They also may be trying to plan for it as well, but they feel like they can't save or budget for it. They're not able to travel and move, and they're also going through some sort of I don't know, detox, or they're going through some sort of enlightenment or evolution. But it's like heavy. Ah, I have to move over. It's heavy on their mind, and it's heavy on their physical vessel too, I feel. But I was going to say with the Nine of Swords and then the Ace of Swords in reverse, I usually count it, do a little bit of math, and by little bit I mean very little bit. Nine of Swords, and then -1. So Eight of Swords, this energy may also just be stuck in their head. Also, Eight of Swords can represent confinement or jail, and that could be spiritual jail or 3D jail, which I feel relates to the Eight of Wands in reverse. May also contribute to why they're unable to move or travel. I don't know. I'm just throwing out potential. They may be worried about this, worried about some sort of confinement, and trying to plan. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify the. I feel like this reading is very long. I wasn't intending for it to be this long, and I'm still clarifying the Queen of Wands in reverse, but that's okay. I feel like either I'm talking really slow, or that it just may be a lot that's coming out. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what's this Queen of Wands in reverse? Thank you. Two of Swords, right? So you guys may be seeing 222, with the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. Again, that's going back to maybe balance. Try to find it needs balance in any way that you or they can, and that's in all areas, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And then I feel, again, going back to the grounding, I feel that will assist. I'm just gonna put it here because the table is these cards are pretty big. So, yeah, Two of Swords, this energy, Queen of Wands in reverse, may just be at a stalemate, blocked and confused, unable to make a decision or choice. With this moon here, I'm also getting confirmation on the Pisces energy, and then also Cancer energy as well. So it could have to pertain to the home base. I believe it's 4th house, but correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, when it pertains to the home, I don't know, maybe decisions need to be made, and this energy is trying to make plans. I'm not sure in relation to what. Maybe they feel like they're in their home base, and that could be their own personal home, or that could just be their family, immediate family, or pushing out to extended, however it resonates. But in any case, the place where they feel like should be home, they may feel like there's actually lots of illusions and lots of deception and lies, and they may feel trapped and confined, and energy is unable to move, and again, that could be physically or just like energetically, and as far as like manifestations, they may feel, and then they may feel like this causes them to be unable to make a decision and keeps them in two minds. So they may be trying to plan around it, but it could be with the moon also that a lot is still hidden, and it could be the energy itself. It could be the Queen of Wands in reverse that's still hiding a lot of truths that they're needing to speak or express, or just like an acceptance of an internal truth with the Hangman. Maybe they are needing to accept some sort of something that they've become awakened to or enlightened to. They're needing to integrate it in some way, because right now they're in two minds. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it pertains to, but something to do with the subconscious as well that's needing to be healed or needing to be brought to the surface, acknowledged and integrated. And I feel, yeah, because as of now with the Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse, there's like a denial of something, I'm not, and again, I do feel it's in sorry, I do feel it's in internal truth, okay, with the moon, again, something with the subconscious. This energy may be in two minds or trying to decide and plan, or maybe they're trying to decide first and foremost if they want to release something, person, place, or thing with the Devil in reverse. Whatever it is that they're too attached to, they're stuck, or maybe, they're at a stalemate trying to decide. And then like maybe they're doing pros and cons list or something like that with the Two of Wands, trying to plan how would it go about doing it if they chose option A, or how would they go about doing it if they chose option B. And then this is also internal behind the scenes with the moon as well, which I feel it's fine, because I feel enlightenment and soul's journey and growth and integration and soul searching, that's all internal, individual journey level anyway. I feel it's best done in solitude, but depending on our circumstances, we just do the best that we can. So yeah, I feel it's okay. I feel as long as it's like, let's say we do the soul searching, and the spirit and the divine, the Most High, shows us, okay, yes, this is where your soul has hiccups. This is where the pitfalls are. This is what we're asking you to do, and this is where you're doing great at. Keep doing it, okay? And then we become enlightened to everything. And then after, let's say, that soul searching is done, the next day we don't integrate it. We don't act on it. We don't acknowledge it. We pretend like it never happened or something like that. Some energies like to share what they have learned and become enlightened upon. That helps the integration process and lets it be known and acknowledged, I feel. And also maybe helps them organize energy, so their paths become a little bit more clear with the Two of Swords, Two of Wands. But other energies like to keep it between them and the Most High. So I feel it's personal preference, but again, as long as it's being done, I feel. And so, anyways, that was a long explanation, but I feel this energy, again, is being asked, what are you going to do, or what are they going to do, pertaining to their own enlightenment and evolution. Okay. Let's see. Knight of Swords upright this time. Okay. I'm glad they're not in reverse. Knight of Swords reverse is pretty scary, but not scary, but intense. Okay. But yeah, okay, so Knight of Swords and Two of Swords, I feel once this decision is made, or once this energy is no longer at a stalemate, the energy will shift very, very fast. The Eight of Wands in reverse will most likely go upright. And with the Knight of Swords, they're just going to communicate very, very, very fast. Very almost rash. It may come across as a bit rash or unexpected or abrupt. It's because I feel this is, in this depiction, it's a gargoyle. I feel it's because for so long this energy has been stone. And I can read that as a couple ways. Stone meaning their heart. Maybe their heart chakra has not been activated, which has prevented soul evolution and growth. And then also stone meaning immovable. With the Eight of Wands in reverse. Two of Swords. They just have not made a move for so long that when the stone breaks apart, or when the ice melts, or however you want to depict it, okay, the energy will surge, I feel. And that could also represent the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Everything is kind of gushing out in a sense. And again, that could be in relation to anything. I feel if it were talking about their own evolution and ascension, it could be years and or even lifetimes of backed up progress that's going to come, like light bulb, light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. You know, their soul just trying to catch up because they've been a little bit behind. If it resonates, I don't really want to say that because no soul is really behind, because we all learn at our own pace. But I feel as far as not behind as in comparing it to an external energy, but behind as in like checkpoints that their own ancestors or that the Most High has wanted for us. Like if let's say the Most High has wanted me to, just as an example, or anyone to accomplish something or achieve something for a while, but the soul has just refused based off of their own limitations, their own thought patterns, or their own free will, then in that perspective, it could be seen as that energy is behind. Hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, so their energy, it may come out if they decide to, I don't know, take a leap into their evolution, or learn something, or evolve, or heal, or whatever it is that the divine is asking them to do, or let go, or release. That may be not a symptom, but like an outcome, a possible outcome. And then also, as far as like communication, like rash communication, if it is pertaining to like the home, and external energies, like interpersonal relationships, this energy may have been holding back from saying things, what they've been truly feeling and based off of their authenticity. With Ace of Swords in reverse, they may have kept up illusions or spoke lies in order to, I don't know. It could be to keep the peace. It could be to avoid hurting energies. It could be in order to achieve their own plans with the Two of Wands. It could be to keep energy stuck and stagnant for their own reason and gain. With the Eight of Wands in reverse, Two of Swords. It could be because they didn't want to lose, or they felt like they would lose some sort of foundation or stability with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Or it could just be because they just had too many attachments, or the attachments were just too strong with the devil. For whatever reason, they may choose with the Two of Wands, Two of Swords, if they decide to release, or shift the energy and speak their truth, whatever that may be. And I feel that will also that may come out a little bit brash. But I feel personally, it's my opinion, okay? Any truth, and you guys know I don't deliver my truth in the best way often, okay? I can be perceived as very blunt and sometimes harsh, and that's not my intention, but I do feel the truth. It's depicted as a sword for a reason, because it's not always easy to take in. And my goal is, for whenever I show up in this world, is to speak my truth, no matter to make sure that what I'm speaking is the truth. And then what comes second is have I said it nicely, or have I said it as best as I can. And I only say that just because I don't know why. Actually, I don't know why. I just felt called to say that. And that's not to say I'm working on my delivery as well, because I feel it's accepted better when it's said better. But I guess what I'm trying to say, if my choices were to speak nicely and leave the possibility of there being a mistruth or a misconception, or speaking however it comes out and is guaranteed to be the truth, I'm going to choose the latter. So some of you guys, I feel that's what the Knight of Swords may represent as well. Don't be afraid, even if it comes out a little bit not the best way, but if it's honest, then I feel it, I don't know. It will be, I don't know how to say it. It'll be like the best outcome. Yeah. Like you can always clean it up a little bit. Like I could have said that better, blah 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 blah. But you can't really clean up like, oh yeah, I kind of lied. I should have lied. You know what I mean? like one is easier than to do than the other. But anyway, hopefully you guys get my point. Anyways, okay, I feel like I'm jibber jabbering. Let's see, what is this? The Hierophant in reverse. Interesting. Hierophant, Taurus energy. Yeah, there aren't not tons, but there's a lot of major arcanas. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so yeah, so some of you guys, I think I was going back to what it is that earlier I said. I'm not sure if it's person, place, or thing, or a belief system that's being released. I would definitely say it's a certain belief pattern or programming. That's the word I'm looking for. This energy may have particular programming that the divine, the Most High, is asking energy. Not just this energy; it could be multiple energies to. Even if you or they don't want to release it with the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands. Again, there's always free will, and excuse me, I don't feel like the divine is going to ever force energies to do it. But there's something about if first asking energies to self-reflect and go within and be open to hearing and listening, just to have a broader perspective. I feel that's a version of the Hangman itself, is looking at something from a different perspective and from a bigger picture. Even if, let's say, I don't agree with it or agree with a particular belief, I'm still willing to listen and learn about it, so that way I can decide, so that way I have all the pieces and information, and I can make the best decision from that, as opposed to just making a decision from one tiny aspect. You can't really get the full picture. Hopefully that makes sense. So that may be the case. That also may indicate the Two of Swords and Two of Wands, and Spirit is just asking energies to look at a bigger picture. And even if after that you decide, yeah, I'm still not going to go that way, I feel that's okay. I feel that's okay. So yeah, I feel that's what the Hierophant verse is representing. Not necessarily like, oh, don't be religious, or oh, don't be spiritual, or oh, whatever. I just think it's maybe looking at something, whatever it may be, from a different perspective. And again, that doesn't mean agree with it. That just means learn about it. Yeah. So yeah. So that may be what we are being called to do. Or this energy just may be doing that on their own. I'm not sure. However they identify, whatever the Hierophant means to them. Hierophant can mean an institution. Again, it could be a belief system, some sort of traditional way of being, actually, as well. That energy is being asked to evaluate, because sometimes things can become outdated as well. Especially when we're talking about evolution and ascension, and the new earth. It's bound that things will shift, things will change. And so I feel the divine is asking us to, again, it's not to say you have to agree with everything. Let's say, I'm just using that as an example, everything new age, even like my crystals. Like, some people may be like, what? Why are they okay? So you're saying rocks do what now? Okay. So I get that. But I think it's more of maybe accepting the possibility of things being a little bit different than what we were previously than what was previously ingrained into us. I think is the point. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like this probably be a super long reading, guys. So I'm just going to mentally prepare you for that. Definitely feel free to fast forward or turn it off. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm maybe drawn to the Moonology. And then I think I'll grab a crystal card. Yeah. Okay, Spirit message, please, thank you. Okay. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Okay. So, some of you guys, if you are in some sort of state of confusion or in two minds, or you just have multiple paths and you're not sure what to choose and what to how to go about things. Also, like if you or they feel like the energy is stagnant in some way, I feel Spirit is saying, like, I don't know, something to do with the planetary alignments and all the majors. Like, there's going to be a perfect opportunity, or Spirit is preparing us now, so that way when the time comes and we feel this energetic shift, which we will all feel, I feel, for each individual. It may not be at the same time, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, I feel the divine has a way of letting each energy know, like we feel internally on a soul level, even if consciously we don't know what it is. But you know how you could just wake up one day and be like, oh, I just felt free, or I felt like I could breathe. That's a energy shift. And so that may be the case. So with conclusions are within reach, I feel like that's coming, and I feel it will clear away any energetic static that and pave the way for some sort of ascension and enlightenment, or pave the way to fully detach from person, place, or thing. And then an energy will be able to maybe get out of the Two of Swords and properly plan. Okay, let's see. Full moon. Eclipse. I like the Moonology, but like it's always hard for me to find the car. Okay, I bet. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to. Okay, so it says, I don't know. I'm just gonna start here. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. And then it says, attune to the moon. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. And then additional meetings. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. And seed control and let events unfold. So for some of you guys, it may not, you may be in the Two of Swords and Two of Wands still, because things have yet to finish fully unfolding. So that can also be a reason. So maybe I feel Spirit is saying we should go with the flow, if that part resonates for you. If you feel blocked in any way and there's a little bit of confusion with the Swords in reverse, Two of Swords upright, it's because truths are still needing to come out with that justice. And it's not dependent, I don't feel, it can be, I was gonna say, but I think each energy has a part to play unknowingly to us, and that will shift the energy as well. And so it just may not be time right now. Let events unfold is what I'm trying to say. But soon, I feel soon, Spirit is saying conclusions are within reach. Yeah. And in the meantime, I feel with the yoga and the meditation, I feel it's confirming that grounding, balance out the chakras and stuff like that. To help with any maybe anxiety with that Nine of Swords that we saw. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's I'm not sure. I think I'll grab one divine feminine energy, just because I feel divine feminine energy is best for going with the flow. So let's see what comes out. So anyways, just please and thank you. And then wrap up with a crystal, I think. Sweet messages, please and thank you. Focus on your mission. Okay. So some of you guys, yeah. So if some of you guys, if you or they already know what their mission is, then good. That's good. I feel the divine is saying, just focus on what it is that you were sent here to do as part of your soul purpose. Others of you guys, for us, and I can kind of relate to this, okay, so for some energies, depending on where you are or they are in their journey, you may still be trying to figure out what exactly your mission entails, with the Hangman, Two of Swords, and Two of Wands, and trying to plan for that, or trying to become enlightened or aware. And so I also feel that comes with time, and be patient and let events unfold, and that will become clear, I feel. Or even Spirit is saying, focus on your own or our own evolution and enlightenment, to understand what our mission is, so we won't be in the Two of Swords and we can be in the Two of Wands. I feel every energy will be in different like places or parts on their journey. And I feel how, well, one of the ways, there are tons of different ways, but one of my favorite ways is meditation. So some of you guys, again, that you may be called to just sit in stillness, to receive downloads and enlightenment on what the mission may be. For other energies, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. It could be literally anything, I don't go down a full list. Some energies when they're exercising, some energies when they're zoning out, some energies when they're sleeping, some energies when they're doing something creative. It just depends. We're all different. So whatever that may mean for us, I feel the divine is wanting all of us to focus on what that is, so we can do what we came to do. I have no idea why my accent came out that way. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing. I hope this was. I don't know why. What I'm saying? Oh my god, I feel like the energy is like so jumbled, or maybe I just haven't been tapped in a little bit. I don't know what's happening. I feel like my energy is all over the place. Definitely need to ground. But yeah, I was gonna say, I hope you guys are doing well. I meant to say, I hope this was helpful. Oh, I was gonna pull a crystal. I'm gonna pull a crystal, and then I'll wrap up. Oh gosh. Okay. Spirit, any messages, please and thank you. Sorry, I'm just giggling. Any messages, please and thank you. I'm actually like super into crystals at the moment, so you guys might get a lot of crystal information or something. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce them though. Terminated quartz simplification. Some of you guys just maybe called to simplify. Not simplify anything. Simplify routine, simplify life, simplify you know, the mind, slow down the mind so you don't or we don't overthink, especially if we deal with anxiety and stress and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just easy to simplify, and that could be like reading a book, that could be watching our favorite show, something that we've already seen, you know, something that brings comfort and something. And just simplifying and slowing down the energy, I feel, will be helpful. Oh, is there? Oh, okay. I thought there was like a little book. No. This is just an instruction card. Draw a card to see what crystal energy you are being called into, or to see what crystal energy is required to help with a situation or relationship. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. This is super long, but anyways, thank you guys for dealing with my personality. Okay, and I hope this was helpful, if not interesting, and hope you guys have a good and happy day or night whenever you see this.